So it's been about 20 years of horrificness, the horrificness being the issue of incontinence, which who even talks about incontinence at age 37? That's just embarrassing. So the net of it is, for about 20 years, I battled with this incontinence issue. And it got progressively worse. So when I had my daughter about 7.5 years ago, it became such an issue that I wasn't able to do basic things like jump rope. Not that I jump roped with her when she was an infant, but over the course of the time since she was growing up. Jump roping, couldn't get through a workout without having to go to the bathroom 4 times for fear that I would wet myself during a workout. Wrong. My own wedding, my second wedding 4 years ago, I went through 12 pairs of underwear in my wedding dress. Two of my sister's weddings, I changed my underwear 11 to 15 times, somewhere therein. So clearly the issue was, it was an issue and it needed to be addressed. So finally, I got it together and went to my general practitioner and had a conversation with him about this because clearly, I was too young to be dealing with this at age 37, and there must be other women that are going through this and must have found a solution to this. So he referred me to Lahey Clinic and Dr. Mortzino, and I did some Google research on Dr. Mortzino, and sure enough, he was an expert in the field of urology and specifically in this Sling Procedure. Which I didn't know really the particulars around the procedure until I went in to go see Dr. Mortzino, and he took me through the details of it. The recovery seemed really reasonable, and that was really important to me because I work full-time and I don't really have a lot of time to take out of work, and I certainly don't have greater than a week to be unable to drive. I raise my daughter and so forth, so it was important that the recovery was fairly short, and that it was, and it was important that I came out of it having rectified the situation. And not only have I completely rectified the situation, but I've completely changed my life. I can actually get through a workout, which is really exciting. I can dance without changing my underwear, which is an embarrassing thing to have to brag about, but it's the truth. So it absolutely was the single best decision I made. And in fact, my only regret is that I didn't do it. I don't know, okay, so I wouldn't have done it 20 years ago, but maybe 10 years ago. So if there's one thing I can suggest, it's immediately do not go through life any longer with this sort of issue because it's ridiculous and it need not be. Contact Dr. Mortzino, Lahey Clinic, and rectify your situation immediately.